Okay, yeah, so we. Yeah. You ready? I'm already ready.
Okay. You guys go on. You go on.
Oh, go ahead. Okay, the media institutions here covering the agriculture program here in Banga, Bon County. We are with the Minister of Agriculture, Dr. Nuetah. Welcome to the media.
Thank you.
Can you give her a little background of what is happening here today?
Today we are in Banga validating 4 critical documents important for development of the agriculture sector. The first of those documents is the National Agriculture Development Plan that has laid out the specific priorities that this government intends to realize on its agriculture portfolio for the next 5 to 6 years. The second is a document that has to do with our preparedness to handle crises when they emerge in this country. And that is what we call the Preparedness Plan for Food and Nutrition Security Crisis. Then the second document has to do with post-harvest loss management. So working with our partner, we've been able to develop the National Post-Harvest Loss Strategy that will help our farmers, that will empower them to be able to reduce the losses that they encounter after harvesting their crops. We also have a 4th document that has to do with supply chain management. We've done a research with support from WFP to develop a report that tells us how food supply or food system, food supply movement in the economy can be. And that is critical for our response to crises when they emerge. So those 4 critical documents are supporting the National Agricultural Development Plan to enable us realize the sector agenda.
Minister, coming up with these plans are good for Liberia. Sometimes the implementation can be the problem. And one of the speakers there call on you not to put the documents on the shelf. What's your response to that?
I think, they are right about that. You see, for us, before we came to this position, we've been critical of the same thing. The plan that we are developing, we want to make sure we meticulously implement it, because having the paper document, having it on the shelf, not implementing it, wouldn't work. But the greater challenge we will have is the resources that we need to implement that. We have the will to implement it. We'll be working with our donors. It's good that they are all present. Most of them are here. We'll be further engaging our donors at the Donor Coordination Forum to ensure that every development partner that is going to be working with us will buy into this plan and use it as the path for contributing to our agricultural development system. So yeah, it's not going to be put on the shelf.
You called on the Senate for increased budgetary allocation. Why?
Yeah, because agriculture is a priority of this government, but the budgetary support from the national government to agriculture development has not been forthcoming. In fact, I know we had to be talking to our senator to ensure that whatever allotment that was made in the current budget for agriculture could be augmented. But again, we are still trying to get that. So it's good that the chairman on agriculture was here. So we try to make that call so that he elevates it to our legislature to prioritize agriculture in the budgeting process, because agriculture is a big sector that responds to the needs of a larger proportion of our population. So if the national government will take the initiative to put money in the budget for developing the sector, not just for business salary of workers, that will show to the donors that we as Liberia and as the government see agriculture as a priority, and we are going to invest, and will motivate them to also invest in the sector.
And start from bringing the stakeholders of the sector together. What is your own plan? What's your agenda for the agriculture sector?
Well, our agenda for the sector is reflected in the National Agriculture Development Plan. Because of the vision that we have as an institution, we try to translate it into a plan that everybody will get to know. Personally, the vision is to see that our smallholder farmers can use farming as a source of income generation. We want to also see the young people who are now outside of agriculture can be brought back into the agriculture system, and we can only do that by making agricultural labor easier, by making agriculture not using the subsistence way, by using mechanization, giving them small equipment that can make the job easier for them, motivate them to get into agriculture as a source of income generation. And also at the training institutions, like those who go to do agriculture in the colleges, our vision is to see them coming out and becoming master farmers. So what we're trying to do now with this agriculture institution is to empower them to be able to introduce mechanization or mechanized farming at their colleges and universities, so that students who graduate from these colleges will already have passion for the sector and go in there as investors.
Thank you.
So, finally from my end, during your deliberation, you talk about the ministry's own plan to embark on the cultivation of tree crops, including rice, rubber, to improve those different sectors. How do you intend to do that? Are you going to work with cooperative, or are there going to be new farms or new activities that will be starting in this agricultural development plans?
Okay, right now in the plan, we'll be embarking on new field development, right? Like for the rice sector, we want to be able to develop 50,000 hectares of low land for rice production. We look at cassava. We all know our smallholder farmers produce cassava, small patches on their farm. We want to be able to bring them together into a form of cooperative. And then we will develop large tract of land for them using farm machine to develop it, not to go and live in one place or another. So if you develop this large tract of land, you make them sedentary. They stay on the same piece of land and produce continuously. So we want to do that for all of the crops. We have set targets in there for how many new acre of land will bring on a production.
Where are those places you're going to expand?
Across the country. For cassava, for example, we've identified 6 counties that have the potential to do that. We got Margibi, Bombing, Cape Mount, Grand Bassa, Bong, and Monrovia County. Those are the main areas we're going to be targeting, because we want to have them across around, clusters where mechanization can take place. You see, for cassava, it's an industrial commodity. Now we are doing the agricultural industrial free zone in Grand Bassa County. We will be establishing production zones in the processing zones. We want people to be able to access the raw material. So the county that are accessible, we're going to do it for those kind of commodities.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Minister, before you close on this, you are about to embark on the tour. Can you show a little light on that?
Okay, this tour is long overdue, but we want to begin the tour on the 17th. Right after these validation exercises, we'll be moving to Lofa on the 17th. We'll leave Lofa, go to Nima on the first leg of this tour, Kanto Bon County and in Margibi County. And then the second tour will be from the western region, we'll go to southeastern region.
Why are you touring the country?
We need to understand the farmers' condition. We need to know what is needed to be done. Even though we have this ambitious plan, we want to be able to see what the needs of the farmers are, so that we can incorporate them now in the plan. Yeah,
Thank you
implementation of the plan. Yeah.
Thank you so much. He's Dr. J. Alexander Nuetah, Minister of Agriculture. We are in Banga here. The ministry is having a validation workshop for a sector and looking at other sector of agriculture to see how it can be improved and come up with a national plan on agriculture. My name is Haji Masale. I will say thanks so much. We've been in a conversation with the Minister of Agriculture, Dr. Alexander Nuetah. Thanks so much for watching.